When the decision was made to move elsewhere, we looked for land within a 7-mile radius of the church. This land here that we're on right now was not available. It had been purchased by Joe Kime, a local developer. His plan was to build 262 homes on this site. But two of our people from our church, Chuck Stair and Mac Earhart, they came to Joe Kime and posed the idea, would you be willing to sell a portion of this land for a church? He thought about it a bit and he said, yes, I'd be willing to sell that to the church. And we were underway then with the plans to develop this. What we started with was meeting with all of our ministry people over a long period of time and talking about what they need currently and what they could project for the next 5, 10, 15 years of ministry and what that would require in a building. And out of that, we came up with a plan for this building. 9 years later, we ended up here with the building completed and the doors open and people coming in. The first Sunday was an amazing Sunday for me. I was standing at the top of the stairs by our chapel over there, and I just looked down on the atrium, and I could see all of these people coming in the door. Many of them I knew over the years. Some of them were strangers to me. And it was just kind of an exciting thing for me to see that all these years of planning and sacrificial giving of our people, the children who brought pennies and piggy banks to make this happen, to the larger gifts, and it all came together on that day for me as I saw this and just saw the hand of God.
I remember everyone being super excited, right? It almost felt like we were going to the promised land. We went from being a community church, right, in the heart of Wheaton, to be kind of a regional church in which we have people coming from all over the place.
Recuerdo que fue un momento muy emocional para la Iglesia del Pueblo, porque nos fuimos de congregarnos en el gimnasio a congregarnos en el East Worship Center. Como hispanos nos sentimos que le importábamos a la iglesia, que se hizo una inversión grande para nosotros y que tenemos un lugar digno de congregarnos.
In these 15 years, we've seen God's handiwork in so many ways. The healthy worship services that we have. I don't think there's any other model in the region that's doing what we're doing with a contemporary service, a traditional service, and an Hispanic service, all highly valued. God's blessing all of them in ways that go well beyond our greatest expectations. What we've been able to do in West Chicago with Puente, that was one of the early goals when Pastor Rob said, I want us to make an impact in the community. We were seeing that happen now in that area, and God's just continuing to bless that.
Desde el principio, obviamente, el deseo de nosotros era seguir alcanzando personas para el Señor. Dios nos estaba llamando básicamente a hacer todos los esfuerzos de alcanzar el mayor número de personas posible.
I think that as we move into the future and whatever the Lord is calling us to be, as we love God and love one another and love our neighbor and love the nations, what is it that the Lord has already done that He's going to give us the peace and the confidence? And at the end of the day, whatever the Lord calls us to be and do is because He's got plans and He will accomplish His purpose.
The people who have sacrificed to get us to this place, the people who have planned and given their gifts, they all came together at one point to make this happen. And my hope is that we don't lose sight of that like those 12 stones on the other side of the Jordan, that we could just remember what God has done here in this place.